Hey there, YouTubers. Dawg here. This is my first beer review. Today, we're going to be drinking a Great Lakes brewery concoction. It's called Edmund Fitzgerald. It's a lighter style porter. The normal porters that most people know are Guinness. Guinness is the main porter style. Great Lakes isn't quite as stout as Guinness, but it's still very, very good. This is my third of the day. And alright, let's crack it open and see what we think. We're going to be using an English style pint glass, just your normal pint glass. Pour this in here. And if we're just looking at the pour here, you get a very, very thick and foamy head, kind of like a hazelnut in color. The beer itself is almost a jet black. You can't really see off of the camera, but if you're holding it in the light here, around the edges of the glass, it's almost like a ruby or a very light brown. The smell of this beer, this is one of the best smelling beers I've ever had. It's almost like a roasted espresso bean or like a cocoa bean, and you can really taste that when you dig into the beer. It's not a chocolate type flavor, but you can definitely taste the cocoa bean that's in it. Alright, let's have our first sip of this. Again, it's got a really malty taste, not like your malt beverages like Old English or anything like that, but it definitely has a malt taste, and you can really taste the cocoa bean or the espresso type flavors in there. Very, very rich and full flavor. It's not a very hoppy beer. There aren't many. Well, I don't know how it's brewed, but it doesn't really seem like there's a really big number of hops. I guess is what you could explain it. It's not as stout as most other porters like Guinness or anything like that, but it's a really, really full flavored porter. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. This would be a very, very good porter type beer. It's not an Irish beer. It's brewed in I believe it's Cleveland, Ohio, is where the Great Lakes Brewery is. It's a really good Irish tasting porter type beer. Delicious. Alright, but yes, this is my first review. I'm going to put my overall rating in words down in the bottom in my comments section. But the numbers I'm going to throw out there, as far as aroma, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 in aroma. It's a very outstanding smelling beer. You can really smell all the flavors and all the ingredients that they put into the beer. The appearance, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10 based on the very rich, foamy head that comes out of the pour and being able to see the colors out of through the light. Excuse me. Taste, I'm going to give the taste an 8 out of 10. It's a very non-traditional porter beer, brewed in the United States, where porter was originally brewed in England. So we Americans can't really do it like the Brits can or the Irish. But I'm gonna give the taste an 8 out of 10. The palate, I'm also giving that an 8 out of 10. You can taste all the flavors, all the ingredients that are put in, but it leaves kind of a bittersweet aftertaste in your mouth that I'm not really too fond of. But there's a lot of taste in this beer. Very, very good tasting beer. So that brings, I gave the beer an overall total of an 8.25 out of 10. Very high on the scale. There aren't many beers that I'm going to review that are probably not even going to come close to that. I highly recommend the Edmund Fitzgerald Porter. One of my personal favorites. So enjoy. Drink responsibly. Thanks. Bye.